Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Aaron Shellen alongside my partner today, Jesus Mauricio. We have got West Aurora softball for you as the Blackhawks take on the Oswego East Wolves. It's day 2 in a row with no rain, which is kind of nice. It hasn't happened, I think, since about March. But it is very, very windy here this afternoon, as you can probably hear in my microphone. And we are going to get started here in just a couple minutes as the Blackhawks are out there warming up in the field. Give you today's starting lineups first for us. East, batting lead for them will be their center fielder, Mia Corez. In the number 2 hole, the second baseman, Gracie Vlach. Batting third and playing first base, Morgan Robertson. At third base, the cleanup hitter, Kenzie Gatz. Mary Kate Quaid is the designated player today in the number 5 hole. Maddie Greenwood plays right field and bats 6th. Lauren Salerno will do the catching and bat 7th. Hannah King in left bats 8th. And May Pasqualini will be the shortstop batting 9th. And on the mound for the Wolves today will be Hadley Bedwell. Starting pitcher for the Blackhawks today is I have that the other way around. Haley Bedwell is starting for the Blackhawks. And we are about ready to go. First pitch swung on and missed by Corez, 0-1. It's a very, very windy day, so some high fly balls could prove adventurous out there in the outfield. 0-1 to Corez. That pitch is on the corner for a strike. 0-2 now to the Wolves leadoff hitter. Bedwell is ready. Here's the pitch. That one's hit in the air, out to center. Back on it goes Meinl. That's going to be over her head. One hops to the wall. Corez will coast into second with a leadoff double. So good piece of hitting there by Corez. The 0-2 pitch hits it off the center field wall for a leadoff double here in the first inning for the Wolves.
Well, it's almost like he called that one, Aaron. I mean, took advantage of the gusty winds and almost sent it out of here in that pitch.
Yeah, if you can get something high up into the breeze here today, the ball could carry. Stepping in now, the second baseman, Gracie Vlach. So you're defensively for the Blackhawks, third to first. Sarah Archer at third. Bunt attempt there is called a ball, 1-0. Sarah Archer, Riley Mont, Sarah Tarr, and Alyssa Perkins over at first. In the outfield, Mia Malchak, Kaylee Meinl, and Kira Hayton. In right field, Deani Rivera does the catching for Hadley Bedwell. That ball's grounded down the third base line, fair. And into third base goes Corez. Vlach into first. So 2 on with nobody out here in the top of the first for Oswego East.
I mean, taking advantage of the small ball here. Now we have runners on the corner. This is a dangerous spot for West Aurora here. We'll see how they take advantage of the situation.
Yep, against the number 3 hitter, the first baseman, Morgan Robertson, the lefty stepping in against Bedwell. Here comes the first pitch. Runner takes off for second. Throw down. It's going to be safe. The run's going to come home on the delayed steal. Nicely done by Oswego East as they pick up a run here in the first inning. It is 1-0. And, yeah, I mean, that was nicely executed by Oswego East as the runner from first. Vlach took off. The throw from Rivera came down to second, and Corez took off from third once that throw left the catcher's hand, and she comes home easily. So 1-0 Oswego East here, top of the first. That pitch is outside for a ball.
Yeah, and just like that, the Wolves strike. I mean, you got to think it's something Rivera would want back, but you got to move on, and now you have runner on second.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very dangerous, not dangerous, but that's a very productive type play as that ball's grounded into left for a base hit. Stopping at third is Vlach. She will come home as the ball is bobbled out there in left field. Into second base goes Robertson, and it is 2-0. Oswego East here on the single, and East 7 out there by Malchak as she bobbles that ball in left, and that allows Robertson to go down to second base. So still nobody out. We're going to have a meeting on the mound here really quick in the top of the first inning. Blackhawks trail 2-0. So the Wolves have jumped out early here as they are not really waiting. They're up there taking their hacks, and they've put a couple of good swings on Bedwell here so far in the first. Nothing hit incredibly hard. I mean, that first fly ball by Corres was well hit out to center, but both Vlach and Robertson just sort of nicely placed balls down that third base line into left field. So a couple of seeing eye singles and a loud fly ball, and it is 2-0 Wolves here, top of the first.
Yeah, like you said, Aaron, Wolves are just finding the gaps and, just moving runners along. I think it's good on their part offensively, but we'll see how the Blackhawks can respond here.
Yep, stepping up now, the cleanup hitter, Kenzie Gatz, the third baseman. First pitch swung on and missed, 0-1. A lot of noise coming from both dugouts. It's one of the things I love about doing high school sports is just the involvement of of both teams. It's just not something you see at necessarily a professional level or here at a professional level. Is that one is grounded foul, 0-2. Everybody's really into the game, and it makes it fun, makes it more fun. So
it's like natural energy. I mean, who needs fans when you have both teams?
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So big pitch here for Bedwell. She's ahead in the count, 0-2 on Gatz, looking to get the first batter of the first inning here. First out here in the first. That one's hit towards right. In on it is the right fielder, Hayton. It's off her glove. Throw into the pitcher, and Robertson will scamper over to first base with a single. So in and out of the glove of Hayton. She had to make a long run in to try to field that one, but off the tip of her glove, and the line keeps rolling for Oswego East here. Runners at the corners, nobody out, and Mary Kate Quaid stepping in.
I think if you're the Blackhawks here, you're just looking for any simple out. Get the force, maybe turn 2 here.
Yeah, I think if you see as that ball's bunted foul, I think if you get that ground ball on the infield, I think especially to one of the middle infielders, either Riley or Sarah Tar over at second, I think you'll just see them take the sure out, get that first out of the inning, and try to regroup there. And 1 now. Oh, 1-0. I thought they called a foul tip on that, but the scoreboard says 1-0. That one's fouled back, though.
No dispute on that one.
No, absolutely not. 1-1. Runners at first and third. 4 straight base runners have reached here for Oswego East to start off this one. Another foul ball, 1-2. And that wind is blowing pretty much straight from right to left. It's blowing right into our faces here down the left field line, and you can see the West Aurora flag down there in right field, basically sticking straight out. That pitch is fouled back again by Quaid. But at least it's warm, and at least it's not raining, which is something we have the last few weeks. Is West had, I think I was talking to Coach Neil Orman prior to the game, swung on and missed. Runner will go down to second on that pitch. But there is that first out of the game, first strikeout for Bedwell. Runners now at second and third. 1 out. I was to Coach Ormond before the game, and he told me that the girls softball team has had 8 games postponed so far this season due to the weather. So it's been a crazy few weeks here weather-wise in the Chicagoland area. Maddie Greenwood, right fielder, stepping in now. She takes that pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. So runners on second and third, 1 out. Robertson at third, Gatz at second. That one's fouled to the left, out of play. So if you can work out of this, giving up just the 2, I think you have to feel pretty good about how the inning goes if you can get through these next 2 batters without giving up another run. First 4 batters reach. If you can get out of this, only giving up 2. Here comes the 0-2. That one's hit out to center field. That's going to get down for a hit. Over to field it is Meinl. Both runners will come in to score, and runner will go down to second. The throw is in, and she is out at second. So nice play down there at second as Maddie Greenwood gets a 2-run single, knocking in 2. It is 4-0. The throw comes in 8-2, back to 6 at second base to get Greenwood down there. So 4-0. Oswego East now with the bases empty here in the top of the first inning, and the number 7 hitter, Lauren Salerno, is up. So not ideal, but at least you got that second out of the inning here.
Of course. I mean, yeah, you have base runners that are circling, but I'll take that second out over anything.
West's going to have some work to do when they step into the batter's box in the bottom of the first, as they have given up a 4 spot here. 0-2 the count on Salerno.
And now Badwell can work with empty bases. You know, it's a little easy going now.
Maybe settle down a little bit here. Nobody on base. Pitch is in the dirt. 1-2. If Salerno reaches, Hannah King would get an opportunity to hit here in the first for Oswego East. Blackhawks looking to end a 3-game losing streak. They come in 3-3 on the season. That pitch is fouled straight back. They won their first 3 games of the year, lost their second 3 games of the year. So up and down in that given the inconsistency with which they've been able to play games this year, the fact that there's been some inconsistency on the field is not that much of a surprise. It's hard to get into any sort of rhythm when you're playing one game every 7 or 8 days. That pitch is inside for a ball, 2-2.
Yeah, it's tough for the Blackhawks. They're feeling definitely the highs and lows really early on in the season, but you definitely want to regulate the wins more than the losses.
Of course, for sure. No doubt. 2-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt, 3-2.
Especially early on in the season, you want to set the tone and, you know, keep the players motivated, keep them, you know, hungry.
Yep.
Play for something.
Here comes the full count pitch to Salerno. That one's hit over by us. That one's going to land foul. And that's what I was afraid of, Jesus. Jesus and I were talking pregame where we are set up. We're sort of in prime position here to be hit by a foul ball. So if you hear some clunking and some running around, that might just be me throwing the headphones down on the ground and trying to stop a foul ball. That one's hit to the right. That one I think is going to get out of play. No, the catch is made over there at first base nicely by Alyssa Perkins to retire the side. But Oswego East will pick up 4. We head to the bottom of the first. Wolves 4, Blackhawks coming up. Bottom of the first inning, West with some work to do. They trail 4-0, and this is how their lineup will shape up here this afternoon. Leading off will be the second baseman, Sarah Tarr. In the number 2 hole, the right fielder, Kira Hayton. Riley Mont, the shortstop, will bat third. Kaylee Meinl will be the cleanup hitter, batting fourth. Playing center field, Alyssa Perkins bats fifth and plays first. Sarah Archer, the third baseman, will bat sixth. Deani Rivera bats seventh and does the catching. Ionica Rivera is the designated player, and Mia Malchak will bat ninth and play left field against Emma Salas. First pitch to Tarr is misses for a ball, 1-0. And it is early, so if you're West, you don't want to be too aggressive necessarily at the plate. Just work your at-bats and try to get back into this one run at a time. That pitch is over for a strike to Tarr, 1-1. Swing and a miss at the pitch upstairs, 1-2.
Yeah, Aaron, you're right about that. You can't change the ball game on one swing, although you could if the bases
If
were
the
full.
bases were loaded, you could, but
you got to take it one step at a time. I think
Right.
you got to take the small ball approach here.
Right, Sarah's not going to hit a 5-run home run here in the top of the first inning. So, you just work these at bats, try to get a pitch to hit, and just keep that line moving, and try to crawl back into it one at bat at a time. Called boys baseball game yesterday, and Sarah's brother Colin hit a 3-run home run. This one a sliding catch out in right field by Maddie Greenwood off the bat of Sarah Tarr, and you could see the wind right there playing havoc on Greenwood out in right field as she had to come in quickly and make that sliding catch for the first out here in the bottom of the first. Kira Hayton steps up now, the right fielder, the lefty.
Of course, not an ideal day for the outfielders. They're definitely going to get their work cut out for them.
Yep. Salas delivers. That pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Hayden, a very open stance. I like the batting stance. She squares the bunt, takes that pitch upstairs for a ball. She's got that front right foot really far back, and she's got the bat way over her head. I like it.
It's almost like she's already halfway to first with her approach.
Yeah, if she can hit one to the left side. That one is, I guess, in there for a strike as well, 1-2. Squares the bunt, pulls it back. That pitch is upstairs for a ball.
I think it's good on Hayden, trying to expand the strike zone, seeing what pitches the starter has.
And I mean, as somebody at the top of the order, that's what you're supposed to do is take those pitches. That one misses as well for a ball, so the count goes full to the number 2 hitter, Kira Hayton. Riley Mont in the on-deck circle for the Blackhawks here. Bottom of the first, they trail 4-0. It's grounded to the pitcher. Salas has it over to first, and Hayton is retired 1-3, and that will bring up the shortstop, Riley Mont. Riley up 2 outs, nobody on here, bottom of inning number 1. So I mentioned in the first inning, Blackhawks won their first 3 games of the season. They defeated Waubonsee Valley 7-2 in their home opener. Then they defeated Newark, one of the top teams in the area, 3-1, followed by an 18-5 thrashing of Geneva. From there, they've had a bit of trouble, and I'll give you those scores here after the first pitch to Riley. Riley fouls that one straight back, 0-1. First loss of the season came to St. Charles East by the score 3-2. Then a 13-0 loss to St. Charles North, and last time out, which was yesterday, a 7-3 loss to Naperville North. So Blackhawks looking to get off a 3-game schneid here. 1 pitch to Riley's fielded by the third baseman Gatz. Nice play over there at third. She throws Riley out for the third out here in the first. Go to the second inning. Blackhawks trail this one 4-0. Top 2 here at West Aurora. Oswego East leads the Blackhawks 4-0. A 4-run top of the first inning. 5 hits for Oswego East off of Hadley Bedwell. So she looks to settle down here in inning number 2. And she will face 8-9-1 for Oswego East. That's the left fielder, Hannah King, the shortstop, May Pasqualini, and then Mia Correz back up at the top of the order. So we'll see if Hadley's able to settle down a bit here in inning number 2. Pitch is swung on and missed by King, 0-1. Hadley's just a sophomore, so she's got a lot of softball here in front of her on the varsity club, so that's good to see. Foul tip, 0-2. You like to see those underclassmen sort of helping out on varsity. It kind of gives you the feeling that and she's only going to get better, right? She's only going to get better as a sophomore into her junior and senior season. So got to be encouraged as she's ahead in the count here, 0-2. Pitch is outside for a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, it's always good for the young Wolves to get that time on the field, and it's the future of the program here. So,
or the young Blackhawks, if you will, because they're playing the Wolves. I
right.
don't want to confuse anybody.
Oh, yes.
They swung on and missed by King. Strikeout number 2 for Bedwell. She puts the first batter down here in the first and second inning, and that's what you want. It's what you want to see after struggling in the first, is to get that first batter here in the second, and she does just that on the strikeout, her second of the game, and that will bring up the shortstop, May Pasqualini. She's got that running stance that you see with a lot of players in softball, where she starts towards the back of the batter's box and then runs up when she goes to make her swing. Grounds that one to Mont. It gets through Riley into center field, and that's going to be... Scoreboard doesn't say, so we're going to go ahead and give May a hit there, as that was a hard hit ball. One hopped and got in between Riley's glove and her arm and skittered into center field for another base hit. So a runner at first, 1 out, top of the order again in Mia Correz.
Yeah, that at bat looked pretty menacing, and she took advantage of all of that, got that base hit.
Mia with a high fly ball out to deep left field. That one's back, and that one is gone. Mia Correz unloads for a 2-run home run here in the second inning, and it's 6-0 Wolves. She's been up twice, and she has hit the ton out of the baseball in both at bats. First time she one-hops the wall to lead off the game. Here she goes over the left center field fence for a 2-run home run, 6-0. Wolves with the lead here.
I mean, wow, Aaron. I mean, what more can you really say? She really got a handle on that ball.
Yeah, she got all of that baseball.
Cleared the bases, and now 6-0, like you said, Wolves are on top.
Number 2 hitter, Gracie Vlach, steps in. Gracie singled and scored in that 4-run first. The Blackhawks now trail by 6. Bedwell looking to settle down here. She's given up 6 through an inning and a third. That pitch is upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Yeah, Correz did not waste any time at all, swinging at the second pitch of that bat and hitting it over the left field wall for the home run. Another pitch up and in, as Vlach takes that running drag bunt attempt. Two and 0 is the count. That one's in there for a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, good on Bedwell. Still attacking the strike zone. Not backing away, not backing down from anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do. You just focus on what's in front of you. Now one little check swing out into center field for a base hit. So Block just gets the bat on the ball there and lofts it into center field for another base hit. That's 8 hits here for Oswego East through an inning and a third. The first baseman now, Morgan Robertson, steps in. Robertson had an RBI single and scored in the first. She swings through that one, pitch down to second, goes into center field, and Vlach will steal second. She stole second in the first as well. That throw out of the reach of Riley Mont down there at shortstop. So runner at second now with 1 out. 0-1 is the count. pitch. It's just low for a ball, 1-1. Oswego East put up 4 in that first inning, courtesy of a double and 3 singles. A little bit louder here in the second inning as Mia Correz hits a 2-run home run. Again, still early, but if you're the Blackhawks, you don't want this to get too much worse than this. It's hard enough to come back from a 6-0 lead. You don't want to let the opposition get too much further ahead of you here early on. That one's grounded to the second baseman. Tar over to first for the out. So on that play, Vlach goes down to third. Robertson is out on the 4-3 putout. So you got 2 runners on here, or excuse me, 2 outs here, runner at third, and the cleanup hitter, Kenzie Gatz, steps in. Another important at bat here for Bedwell as she looks to limit the damage to just the 2 runs. Pitch is inside for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, Aaron, with the score already being 6-0, it's very important to keep that runner on third, try and limit the damage here.
Yep. The 1-0. Blocked in the dirt nicely by the catcher, Deani Rivera. Not a lot of space behind home plate there, but it's not a big gap between third and home. And if that ball gets away from the catcher, it's not going to take much to get that runner in. So blocked nicely by Rivera at the plate. Catches that one low. Count is 3-1. If Gatz reaches, Mary Kate Quaid would step in. Pitch is upstairs, and Mary Kate Quaid will get an opportunity to bat here with 2 outs in the second inning. Runners at the corners. Quaid struck out swinging in inning number 1. Bedwell's ready. Here comes the pitch. That one's in there for a strike, 0-1. Getting ahead of the batters is so critical. You know, when you're trying to work through struggles, the last thing you want to do is add to those struggles by walking people and putting batters on base. That one's popped foul on top of the Oswego East dugout. You can live with it, I think, to a certain extent if you're giving up hits, or you can justify it if your defense behind you is struggling and committing errors. But if you're a pitcher, the last thing you want to be doing is walking batters and creating problems for yourself. That one's hit high in the air out to left, back on it, and that one's going to be off the wall. 1 run's in. Here comes the second run, and Quaid is into second with a 2-run double, and that makes it 8-0. So a couple of loud hits here in the second inning by Oswego East, and they are jumping all over the Blackhawks here early. It's 8-0 Wolves in the top of the second.
You got to wonder here if the end of the day for Bedwell is coming up here soon, but, I mean, Blackhawks are still rolling. We'll see if they can respond with 2 outs here.
And she's given up 8 runs through an inning and 2/3 here. Maddie Greenwood stepping in. She had a 2-run single in the first. She was thrown out trying to advance down to second. That's going to be a base hit to center. In from third comes Quaid. Here comes the throw to the plate. She's going to be safe, and that's 9-0 now. So it's 3 RBIs in the game here for Quaid, and the hits just keep coming, unfortunately, for the Wolves. Blackhawks having a difficult time recording some outs.
And it looks like that change is coming right up.
We do have a meeting here on the mound. We'll see if there is indeed a pitching change. So a 4-run first followed by a 5-run second for Oswego, which is one of the better teams in the area. So you know, they are a difficult opponent here for the Blackhawks, but you know, you'd like to obviously think that they thought that we get off to a better start than this. It's hard to play a game and be this far behind before you're really even warm. So we'll see what happens in the second inning for the Blackhawks as Bedwell will stay out there. She will face the catcher, Lauren Salerno, popped out to the first baseman, Bliss Perkins, to end the first inning. First pitch to Salerno. That one's popped straight back and out of play. So yesterday we were over on the baseball field, and it was the boys whose offense was cruising as they put up 15 runs in 4 innings against Joliet Central yesterday. A 15-0 shutout. That one's fouled off, out of play again. 0-2. Joe Prokifgri, with a cycle in 4 innings. Had a walk-off 3-run home run in the 4th inning there to give the Blackhawks their final 3 runs of the game there. Going to need some of that offense over on this field today as the Blackhawks trail by 9 in the second. Counts 1-2 on Lauren Salerno.
Goes to show you anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean the offense doesn't, offense can get moving as that ball's punched into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. Stopping at second is Greenwood, and Oswego East has batted around here in the second. That will bring up Hannah King. She struck out to lead off the second inning here. We got a pinch runner down at first base. Can't get a number on you just yet. We'll see if we can square that out at some point, but there is a pinch runner down at second base for Lauren Salerno. We'll see if Lauren's back out there to catch in the second inning, as we've seen that in some of the baseball games as players are pinch run for and then they come back in to hit in the next inning or come back into field in the next inning. First pitch to King. Swings and misses there, 0-1. Bedwell does have a couple of strikeouts. She had a strikeout in the first. She has 1 strikeout here in the second. She has walked 1, but she's given up 11 hits and 9 runs through an inning and 2/3. Count is even at 1. King swings through that one, 1-2. If King reaches, Pasqualini would step up next. Here comes the 1-2. Foul tip, just got a piece of that one, fouled it off the backstop, stays 1-2.
I believe the pinch runner for the Wolves here is number 4, Ariana Ilkis.
All right, okay. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will retire the side, but not before Oswego East puts up 5 more. We head to the bottom of the second. The Wolves lead the Blackhawks 9-0. Bottom of the second inning, Blackhawks need to get their bats moving here as they trail by 9. 4-run first for Oswego East, a 5-run second. They will send up 4, 5, 6 here against Salis in the bottom of the second. That's Meinl, Perkins, and Archer. Callie Meinl squares the bunt. See if she pulls that back. She does. Takes a swing at it, pops it up on the infield. Calling for it is the shortstop, Pasqualini. She puts that away on the first pitch. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second inning, and the first baseman, Alyssa Perkins, steps up for the Blackhawks.
Aaron, similar to the last half inning for the Blackhawks, you know, have a quick leadoff at bat, and then you kind of explore the pitcher with a second and third at bat. I'm not sure if that's the approach the Blackhawks wanted to go for there.
Well, I mean, at this point, it's all about just getting base runners any way you can, I think. I mean, you're down by 9. Obviously, you want to try to be patient, but if you find a pitch to hit at this point, just try to get on base and try to move that line and try to get that next hitter up with somebody on base. You got to get something going here early on. Pitch is inside for a ball, 1-1. Emma Salas staked to a 9-run advantage here in the second inning. That one's popped up towards the pitcher. Called off by the third baseman, Gatz. She puts that one away for the second out here in the second inning. And the third baseman is Sarah Archer stepping in now for West Aurora. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the second inning. See if Sarah can get something started here with 2 outs. Pitch is low for a ball. That one's hit high down the left field line, just foul. As the left fielder, Hannah King, runs through the gate down there in left field. That ball was foul by about 3 or 4 feet. Sarah Archer just missed a home run to left.
That was very close. I mean, that could have jump-started the Blackhawks' comeback, but
get something started here. You got to get 1 before you can get 9, so she gave that one a ride, hooked it just foul. She takes that pitch inside or on the inside corner for a strike, 1-2. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the second inning. Oswego East, 4 runs in the first, 5 runs in the second. That one's hit high and deep out to left field, and the catch is made out there in front of the wall by Hannah King, and that will retire the side. So Sarah gave a couple of balls some runs there, but not able to get enough underneath them. We go to the third. Blackhawks trail 9-0. We go to the third inning. Oswego East with a 9-0 lead over the Blackhawks here, as Oswego East will send up 9-1-2 against Hadley Bedwell here in the third. May Pasqualini, Mia Corez, who has been a problem here through 2 innings, and Gracie Vlach. So Pasqualini singled and scored in the second inning. That one's grounded to the left side underneath the diving glove of the second baseman, Sarah Tarr, into right field, and 1 pitch, and that is hit number 12 for for Oswego East here through 2+ innings, and that will now bring up Mia Correz. And all she's done in her 2 at-bats is doubled off the center field wall and hit a 2-run home run to left last time up. So 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, 2 runs knocked in. See if Bedwell can win the battle this time. That bunt is fouled back. It's a foul ball, as Pasqualini ran all the way over to third for no reason. So foul ball off the bat of Correz, 0-1 rather. Wind picking up here a bit.
Almost blew me away.
It's breezy this afternoon, but comfortable. Certainly not cold, which is nice. It's a nice change. But yeah, breezy for sure. Pitch is in the dirt, and down to second will go Pasqualini. So they are taking advantage of every ball in the dirt or every ball that gets away from the catcher. They're taking extra bases, and they're kind of wreaking havoc on the bases here against the Blackhawks. So Pasqualini down at second now, nobody out. Count is 1-1. Count is now 2-1 on Correz.
Yeah, Aaron, like you said, they're taking advantage on the base pass, and not only that, I feel like they're just more comfortable at the at bat. Their approaches are just more, driven and
well, they definitely are having some more comfortable at bats. That one's grounded down to third. Looks the runner back to first. Throw back over to third and into third goes Pasqualini. So Sarah Archer did a nice job looking the runner back there, but Pasqualini had a big enough secondary lead off second that when Sarah threw that ball across to Perkins over at first, she had time to get back to third before Riley could apply the tag at third base. So a runner at third now with 1 out, and Gracie Vlach will step in. She's 2 for 2, couple of singles, couple of runs scored. Runner at third is Pasqualini. It's 9-0. Oswego East here, top of the third. That is strike 1. So 1 walk and 3 strikeouts for Bedwell through 2 1/3. That pitch is outside for a ball. So our next broadcast will be Thursday. Jesus and I will have boys baseball scheduled at 4:30. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. As that pitch is in the dirt, it gets away, and in from third comes Pasqualini, and she will score the 10th run of the game for Oswego East on the wild pitch. So yeah, we will be live Thursday. First pitch is scheduled at 4:30. Hopefully the wind or the rain tomorrow doesn't affect the field conditions for Thursday, and we can actually play some baseball on Thursday. 2-1 the count on Vlach. Base is now empty. Ground ball to underneath the glove of Riley. Throw back in, another base hit for Gracie Vlach. That's her 3rd hit of the game. Riley ranged to her right, just not able to make that diving stop, and that will do it here for Haley Bedwell as we have a pitching change, and we'll come back with the new pitcher here in just a moment. All right, we are back, and the new pitcher for West Aurora here in the 3rd inning is Alyssa Perkins, as Hadley just didn't have her best stuff today. 2 1/3 innings. Moving over to first is Callie Meinl, and there is a new center fielder. We'll try to figure out who that is here in just a second. Just can't see the number from here. So Callie comes in and plays first base. Alyssa Perkins goes in as pitcher. Behind in the count here, 1-0 to Morgan Robertson. Robertson foul tips that one at the plate, 1-1. Out in center field now is Mia Malchek, which means there's a new left fielder, which we will find out here for you in a second. That one's hit out in the air, out to left field, over the head of Akira Hayton. Ball is in, runners at second and third. So changes all over the field as Akira Hayton moves out to left. We got to figure out who the right fielder is here for you in just a minute. At any rate, that is a 1-out double for Morgan Robertson. It sends Vlach over to third. So second and third now, 1 out in the third inning. And Kenzie Gatz will step in. Kenzie's 1 for 2. She scored a couple of runs. That one's grounded to the second baseman, Tar. Over to first. Run comes home from third. Runner at second, Morgan Robertson goes over to third. Gatz is out 4-3, picks up another RBI. It is now 12-0. 11-0 rather, excuse me. Stepping in now, Mary Kate Quaid. She takes that pitch over for a strike. So Hadley Bedwell goes 2 1/3, gives up 13 hits and 10 runs, walks 1, strikes out 3. That pitch from Perkins is upstairs for a ball. Count is 1-1. So just to sort of recap the changes that we know, Alyssa Perkins goes from first to pitcher. Kaylee Meinl goes from center field to first. Mia Malchek goes from left to center, and Kira Hayton goes from right to left. So we're just trying to figure out who the new right fielder is for the Blackhawks. We'll get that for you as quickly as we can. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Catcher drops it, doesn't know where it is, and Quaid is going to get down to first on the dropped third strike. So gets down to first base on the pass ball. That's tough, and it was right in the feet of Deani Rivera. She just didn't know where it was, and down to first goes Quaid, and the inning will continue. Maddie Greenwood now.
Scary moment for the catcher there. You do all the hard work, and then you can't find it. It's just awful.
Runners at the corners. Robertson at third. Quaid at first. Greenwood at the plate. She's 2 for 2. She has 3 runs knocked in. We're in the third. Blackhawks trailing 11-0. That one's hit to Riley at short. Mont has it over to first, and that will retire the side. So Oswego East picks up a couple more. We head to the bottom of the third. Blackhawks trail by 11. Blackhawks will send up the bottom third of their order here against Emma Salas as they look to get something going offensively. They trail 11-0 heading into the bottom of the third inning. Leading off will be the catcher, Deani Rivera. She'll be followed by Ionica Rivera and Mia Malchek. And if anybody reaches the top of the order, Sarah Tar will step in. Rivera stands up at the top of the batter's box, looking to get something going here. Get some offense for the Blackhawks here in the third. That pitch is upstairs for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, credit to Salas. She's been dealing today.
Yeah, I mean, her team gave her a lead, and she's coming right at the Blackhawks hitters. She's not nibbling at the corners, and she's coming right at the West batters here, trying to put them down quickly. That pitch is inside for a ball, 2-1. Grounded foul, 2-2 now. The Blackhawks have lost 3 in a row. They won their first 3 games of the season. They've dropped their last 3, so it'd be a minor miracle if they're able to turn that around here today as they're down by 11, but they look to get something going in the bottom of the third. It's grounded in the hole. Nice play by the shortstop, Pasqualini. Long throw over to first, and she gets Rivera. Nice play at short by the shortstop, May Pasqualini. They've played some pretty solid infield defense here early on. Back in the first inning, the third baseman, Kenzie Gatz, made a nice play on Riley Mont, and right there, really nice play by Pasqualini on Rivera as that looked destined to be a base hit. That will bring up the designated player today, Ionica Rivera. Pitch is way upstairs for a ball.
On that last play, just when you thought the Blackhawks found a gap, a web gem gets pulled out.
Yep. Yeah, ranged really far to her right to field that play and then made a hard, accurate throw over to Robertson at first. That pitch is downstairs for a ball. Two and oh, the count on the number 8 hitter, Ionica Rivera. Grounds that one in the hole. That one is going to get into left field for a base hit. First hit of the game for the Blackhawks. Comes with 1 out here in the third inning. And the number 9 hitter, Mia Malchak, will step in now for the Blackhawks.
Rivera sending one over to that same side and
just a little bit further to the right, and
Yeah.
Pasqualini not able to get to that one. She made the attempt, but just not able to get to that one. High in the air to left field. That one's back, and it is gone. That is a 2-run home run for Mia Malchak down the left field line. Home plate umpire calls it fair. Blackhawks get on the board with a 2-run bomb. It's 11-2.
just like that, Wolves getting a taste of their own medicine, and this could be the kickstart to the comeback.
Yeah, Mia got a hold of that one, and the only question was whether or not it was fair or foul, and the home plate umpire ruled it fair. Blackhawks get on the board here. They're not dead yet. 11-2. That will bring up the top of the order here in Sarah Tarr. Sarah flew out to right to lead off the game. And that was very close down that left field line, just not unsure of what the home plate umpire was going to call that one, but called that one fair, and Blackhawks get on the board.
Yeah, with the wind blowing in the direction it was going, it was just perfect formula for it.
Well, and I think the wind made that thing a lot closer to that left field foul line than maybe it should have been otherwise. That thing got up in the air, and the wind just tried to push that thing foul, but it stayed fair, and Malchak picks up the home run. Couple of RBIs. Blackhawks down 11-2 now. 1 out, top of the third. See if they can continue to put a couple of good at-bats together here and get some of those runs back. That one's popped straight back. Count is 0-2 on the leadoff hitter, Sarah Tarr.
Looks like we're out of softballs here. Slight delay.
I mean, a lot of foul balls here, so a lot of fluorescent yellow behind the backstop there, I think, here through the first hour or so.
It's tough to see on camera, but I think I kind of see one stuck in the tree branch up there.
Really?
Yeah, you kind of see that green dot. I think
So is somebody throwing a rock at it? Is
Yeah.
that what I saw over there? Someone throwing a rock up into the trees trying to knock it down. It's like you do when you're playing baseball in your backyard or something, and the wiffle ball gets stuck in the tree. It's popped up on the infield, catch made by the shortstop Pasqualini for the second out of the inning, and Kira Hayton steps up now for the Blackhawks. She grounded out to the pitcher.
See if you can get a view. Oh, there's the ball.
See, I still can't see it. Oh, there we go. Okay, I
Yeah.
can see it. That's a shot right there. And Jesus, this is why you're one of the best in the business, my man.
Glad I could be here today.
Thank you. Kira Hayton hits that one out to left field, and a nice running catch out there by Hannah King to retire the side. But the Blackhawks pick up a couple. They get on the board. It's 11-2. We are back in the fourth inning. We have a new batter at the plate. It's number 6. That's Ronnie Kraft. So she'll be pinch hitting here in Lauren Salerno's spot in the fourth inning with the Blackhawks trailing 11-2. They finally got on the board last inning, a 2-run home run by Mia Malchek. That pitch is upstairs for a ball from Alyssa Perkins.
It'd be interesting to see what Perkins can do with a fresh inning here.
Ground ball to second. Tar has it. 1 away. Yeah, and if you're the Blackhawks, it's still a long way to go, obviously, to get back into this one. But you're able to pick up a couple of runs, and now if your pitching staff can, shut the door a little bit on Oswego East and give your bats a chance to get back into it, who knows what will happen? Stepping in is Hannah King. Actually, that's not Hannah King. That looks like Madison Lake, number 10 for Oswego East. I believe it is.
Yep.
It's Madison Lake, number 10, pinch hitting. That one's fouled into the Oswego East dugout. So Madison Lake pinch hitting here in the fourth. Hannah King went 0 for 2. She struck out a couple of times. Counts 1-1 on Lake. Pitch is upstairs for a ball. Grounded foul. Fielded in foul territory there by Archer. Count is 2-2.
Aaron, is the white catcher's gear exclusive to softball only? I think I've only seen that in softball.
I don't know. I like it, though.
Looks like an astronaut. Futuristic.
2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Ball's in the dirt. And it looks like the catch was made there by Rivera, though. So strikeout number 2 for Alyssa Perkins since she came on last inning, and she's done a nice job. She sent down the last 5 batters she's faced. The first batter she faced, Morgan Robertson, hit a double, but then she got a ground out, a strikeout, 2 straight ground outs, and now her second strikeout, and she will face Pasqualini, who's got a couple of hits. May Pasqualini, 2 singles out of the number 9 hole.
With the dirty uniform, you can tell she's been really busy today.
She has. Blackhawks looking to put Oswego East down scoreless here in the 4th inning. See if they can get that offense going a little bit more in the bottom of the 4th as they try to dig into this 9-run lead. Oswego East jumped out to an 11-0 lead after 2.5 innings. Blackhawks picked up a couple in the bottom of the 3rd on a 2-run home run by Mia Malchak, just over the left field foul pole, or fair pole, I guess, if you want to be specific, as that one is fouled back onto the batting cages. Count is 2-1. Perkins sets, fires, pitches inside for a ball. 3-1. If Pasqualini reaches, we get back to the top of the order and the dangerous Mia Correz. So if you're Alyssa Perkins, you want to end the inning right here and not have Correz come up with a runner on base. That one's hit out to left center field. That one's going to one-hop the wall. Around first into second goes Pasqualini, and she has herself her 3rd hit of the game, a 2-out double to left center field, and that will bring up Mia Correz here in the top of inning number 4. She's 2 for 3. Doubled and scored in the first, hit a 2-run home run to left in the second, and grounded out to 3rd in the 3rd.
That was just good hitting characteristics from Pasqualini there. I mean, with Perkins going inside, trying to change the locations there, she just found a way to still rip it into the gap.
Yeah, take it the other way. Throw down to 3rd, and she's going to be out. Absolutely good throw by Deani Rivera down to 3rd base. Catches May Pasqualini as she tries to advance on that pass ball. And the Blackhawks will set Oswego down without any runs scored here in the top of the 4th. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. Blackhawks still have work to do. They trail by 9. Bottom of the 4th inning, Blackhawks trail 11-2. They send up 3, 4, 5 here against Emma Salas. That's Riley Mont, Kaylee Meinl, and Alyssa Perkins. Riley grounded out to 3rd to end the 1st. She's leading off here in the 4th. Blackhawks picked up a couple of runs last inning to chip away a tiny bit. They were down 11-0. It's now 11-2. And again, you can't score 11 without scoring 3. So just one run, one hit, one batter, one pitch at a time. Riley takes that one in for a strike. There's no such thing as a 9-run home run, so you got to do it slowly. Actually, that pitch looked like it was okay. They did call it a strike. 2-1 on Mont. Riley hits that one out to center field. Correz is there for the first out of the inning. Only had to make about one step to her right, and she puts Riley down for the first out here of the 4th. Kaylee Meinl stepping in now Kaylee now the first baseman. She started in center field. Callie, the lefty, she popped out to short in the second inning. Pitch is in there for a strike, nothing in one.
Aaron, I think going back to that at bat with Mon, I kind of like how she, took the approach to drive one deep on a day like today. Despite the deficit, I think you should, take advantage of the batter and see what you can do, see what power you can pull off.
Yeah, I mean, in baseball, it's obviously it's hard. Unlike a sport like golf where you use the wind to your advantage, or you use the wind to sort of determine where your shot's going to go. In a game like this with the wind blowing as hard as you can, maybe you try to get the ball up into the breeze and try to get something to land in between the outfielders or something, as that one's grounded into center field. Base hit for the Blackhawks, 1 out here in the fourth inning. You do whatever you can to get on base. And in baseball, obviously, it's a lot harder because they're trying to keep you from doing the exact thing you're trying to do. But yeah, if you can get the ball up into this breeze, we saw it. We've seen it a couple times already. The Blackhawks have been fooled on one foul ball. Oswego East has had to make a couple of running style plays on balls that were knocked down by the wind. So runner at first is Meinl. At the plate, Alyssa Perkins. Alyssa, now the pitcher, started over at first. Hits that one to left field on the left field line. That one's going to bounce fair. Into second goes Meinl, and Perkins has a 1-out single. So just a bloop into no man's land right there. That one landed about 6 inches off the left field foul line in between 3 Wolves players. And the Blackhawks have 2 on with 1 out here in the fourth. And Sarah Archer, who came within about 2 feet of a home run of her own back in the second inning, steps up now with runners at first and second. Perkins will be pinch run for here. Kylie Blaha is going to come in and pinch run.
I think if you're the Blackhawks, you're finally relieved that something's finally going your way on the base paths.
Yeah, offensively, the last inning and a half has looked a whole lot better here for West Aurora, so we'll see if they can continue that. That pitch is outside for a ball, and again, it's just chipping away because I said this just a minute ago. You can't score 9 runs with one swing of the bat, so you just got to continue to string together good at bat after good at bat. It's fouled straight back, 1-1. Deani Rivera in the on-deck circle. Just looking to get something into the outfield here. Sarah Archer looking to drive home Callie Meinl from second. That one's hit on a line out to left field. That's going to split the defenders, go up against the wall. In from third comes Meinl. Into third is Blaha, and the Blackhawks now have runners on second and third with 1 out, and the lead is 8. It is 11-3 now. So again, you never quit. You keep plugging away and hope that good things will happen. And the Blackhawks have put together some good at-bats here over the last inning or so off of Emma Salas, and still have a long way to go. But 11-3 looks a whole lot better than 11-0, and a single here could make it 11-5, and all of a sudden it becomes interesting.
Yeah, good on the Blackhawks to finally see the weaknesses that the Wolves have been kind of showing throughout the game. I think Salas could potentially be facing some fatigue here as she's talking to her coach here, as the team is parting back onto the field. But the Blackhawks, they're striking while the iron's hot, and they just got to keep it running.
Yeah, Salas set down the first 7 Blackhawks hitters that she's faced, but 5 now of the last 8 Blackhawks hitters have reached base via hit. So runners at second and third. Kylie Blaha at third, Sarah Archer at second. Deani Rivera steps in. Rivera grounded out to short. A really nice play to lead off the second inning by May Pasqualini down there at short. That one's hit to third, fielded there across the diamond, and both runners are forced to hold up. Nicely done by Kenzie Gatz, as neither runner able to advance there. She looked Kylie Blaha back to third, went across the diamond, and Kylie could go nowhere. So big at bat here for Ionica Rivera. 2 on in scoring position with 2 outs in the fourth inning. Blackhawks trail by 8. Ionica singled the first hit of the game for the Blackhawks last inning. That one's hit to right field, and the catches. Ball's dropped out there in right field. 2 runs are going to come in to score. And it is now 11-5, Oswego East. As Rivera will go to first on the E9, 2-run score. Blackhawks are within 6.
Base runners are the most dangerous thing you can put on for a defense, and I mean the Blackhawks just capitalizing with the wind again.
Yep, and here comes Mia Malchek, and Mia hit a home run her last time up, a 2-run shot that went just fair down the left field line. She hits this one in the air out to center. In on it comes Corez, and she puts that one away. But the Blackhawks pick up 3 more. We're through 4 innings. It's 11-5. Top of the 5th, Blackhawks are starting to make this thing interesting. Oswego East took an 11-0 lead through 2.5 innings. Blackhawks have put up 5 in the last inning and a half to cut what was once an 11-0 lead to an 11-5 deficit. And Oswego East will send up the top of the order. Mia Corez, Gracie Vlach, and Morgan Robertson against the pitcher Alyssa Perkins. Corez 2-for-3. She was at the plate when May Pasqualini was thrown out at third. So she'll lead off here in the 5th, takes that pitch upstairs for a ball. Starting to get that noise from both dugouts here again as you sense that life coming out of the West Aurora dugout here a little bit as they're starting to crawl back into this one a tiny bit. That one's grounded to third, fielded there by Archer across the diamond, 1 away here in the 5th inning. So Perkins has done a fantastic job since coming into this game. She came in with 1 out in the 3rd inning. She has now pitched 2 1/3 innings of relief. She's given up 2 hits, hasn't walked anybody, hasn't given up a run, has struck out 2. So she's really settled things down for the Blackhawks and allowed their offense to sort of chip away at this a little bit. Again, 11-0 going into the bottom of the 3rd. We're now on the top of the 5th. It's 11-5 as that pitch is in there for a strike. Gracie Vlach has been another problem child here for West Aurora. She is 3 for 3 with 3 singles and 3 runs scored. Tops that one foul, 0-2 on the number 2 hitter.
Yeah, and I was thinking the exact same thing when it came to Perkins. She's been doing a really good job ever since she was put into this game, and I think if she limits the runs, she really gives her team, a chance to really win here.
Yeah, she settled things down for the Blackhawks nicely as that pitch is upstairs. Adley Bedwell struggled 2 1/3 innings. She gave up 10. Gave up 11. 11 runs, 13 hits in 2 1/3 innings. Alyssa's come in, pitched 2 1/3 of her own as that one's just out of the reach of Riley into left field for a base hit. So that's a 4-hit game for Gracie Vlach, and we're only in the 5th inning. So she's had herself a good week in 4.5 innings of ball here. That brings up the first baseman, Morgan Robertson. Robertson 2 for 3. Singled and drove in a run in the 1st, doubled in the 3rd. Blackhawks down 11-5. They were down 11-0. Off-speed pitch there, misses for a ball. Perkins is ready. She looks in. Here comes the pitch. Upstairs. Vlach fakes the attempt down to second. She does have a couple of stolen bases in this one as well. So she's been all over the base pass. She has 4 hits, 2 stolen bases, and 3 runs out of the number 2 spot for the Wolves this afternoon.
She's testing Rivera there.
That one's fouled behind us.
We have yet to see a throwdown from Rivera, so maybe we'll see if Vlach will get one.
Let's see if she takes off here. Counts 2-2. You have to think she's going to go at some point. 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Off-speed pitch, misses. And they called that a ball, so the count is 3-1. I believe it's 3-1. No, it's not. It's 2 okay. It's 2-2. All right. Scoreboard operators got me thrown for a loop. 2-2. Pitches upstairs, gets away from Rivera. Down to second goes Vlach on the wild pitch. So she didn't need to steal. Walk down there on that wild pitch. Count is full on Morgan Robertson.
No, and it could have been that maybe Rivera had her eye on the runner more than the ball.
That was a high pitch. That pitch got away a little bit. Speed pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Nicely done by Perkins. You can see she took a little off that one. That's strikeout number 3 here for Alyssa. Robertson goes down swinging. That's 2 outs here in the 5th. And Kenzie Gats, steps in with a runner at second and 2 outs. Kenzie 1 for 2 officially. She has a single, a run knocked in, and a couple of runs scored. Pitches upstairs, gets away, and down to third it goes Vlach on another wild pitch. So Diani struggling a little bit with that high pitch. That high, hard one coming in from Perkins. A couple of wild pitches puts Vlach down at third now with 2 outs. That pitch is upstairs for a ball, 2-0. So another important at bat here. Runner at third, 2 outs in the 5th. That one's upstairs as well. Throw down to third. And Vlach is back in safely. Nice heady play by Rivera. Good accurate throw down to third base, but Vlach in safely. Counts 3-0 on Gats.
Yeah, there's that throwdown. I knew Vlach was getting her attention.
That one misses for a ball, and Gats will walk down to first. And you have to wonder if that was sort of an unintentional, intentional walk, or an intentional, unintentional walk there to set up the force at second base with Mary-Kate Quaid stepping in now. So now you have that force out at second as well as the potential put out at first. Quaid 1 for 3. She had a 2-run double back in the second that's sandwiched in between a couple of strikeouts. First pitch to Quaid. Swung on and missed. 0-1. And by the same token, you have to see maybe if they try that double steal that they tried in the first inning that they were successful on. We'll see if maybe Gats tries to go down to second. And if she goes down to second, what does Diani Rivera do behind the plate? Does she throw through or does she hold on to the ball? And then that pitch is upstairs and down to second. They're just going to let Kenzie Gats go down to second base. That's kind of exactly what we talked about there. No throw. So runners now at second and third with 2 outs. Count is 1-1 on Quaid. That one's low for a ball, 2-1.
Exactly what I was thinking there, and it's very crucial that Rivera doesn't fall for that again.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a lot of that strategy too. You know, your coaching staff tells you what to do in those types of situations. If you think you can get them, make the throw. If you're not 100% sure that they're going to be out on the throw, just eat the ball and don't let that runner come home from third. That one's grounded up the middle. Riley has it, throws it over to first, and the Blackhawks work out of a jam. We are through 4.5. Blackhawks stepping up, bottom of the 5th. They trail 11-5. Bottom of the fifth, Blackhawks have cut an 11-0 lead to 11-5 here as we go to the bottom of the fifth, and West will send up the top of their order. Sarah Tarr, Kira Hayton, and Riley Mont to face Emma Salas. Emma cruised through the first 2 1/3 innings, but has run into some trouble here over the last couple as the Blackhawks have started to put some good swings together. Cut this lead in almost in half. First pitch by Tarr is popped up. Second baseman Gracie Vlach puts that one away. It looks like she almost ran into some problems there with it. I think maybe she lost it in the sky for a second, but she was able to recover. One pitch, one out here in the fifth, and Kira Hayton stepping in now. Kira 0 for 2, ground out and a fly out. Blackhawks scored 2 in the third on a 2-run home run by Mia Malchak, and then they scored 3 in the fourth to cut this lead from 11-0 to 11-5. And the pitching staff, Alyssa Perkins, has kind of shut the door here on Oswego East a little bit over the last couple innings, which has given the Blackhawks an opportunity to sort of work themselves back into this one. As Hayton takes that pitch upstairs for a ball. But you got to keep it going. You have all the momentum on your side now. You got to keep that offense going and try to tack on a couple more here, another run here, another run there, and put the pressure on Oswego East a little bit. Get them thinking. It's grounded to third, fielded by the shortstop. Pasqualini has it, and safe at first is Kira Hayton as she hustles down that first base line. So for the third inning in a row, the Blackhawks' first batter is out, and then the second batter of the inning gets a single. So hopefully this can continue like the last 2 innings where they can put together some offense now with that runner on first base. This is the first time all afternoon that the number 3 hitter, Riley Mont, has come up with a runner on base. Riley's 0 for 2. She grounded out and flew out last inning. It's this one on the ground to short. Over to the second baseman. On to holds it there as Riley is on with the fielder's choice. 6-4 put out. So 2 outs, runner at first, and Callie Meinl will step in. Callie singled and scored last inning. So maybe a little 2-out magic here for the Blackhawks in the fifth as they trail by 6.
Yeah, I'm liking the contact that I'm seeing from the Blackhawks. They're not laying up on the weaknesses that Sano has let up on them, and they're striking while it's still hot.
Again, I mean, they've put together some good at-bats over the last couple of innings here, and you just got to keep that going and have to hope that Perkins is able to continue what she's doing on the mound and keeping Oswego East from tacking onto this. Because if you're West Aurora, the last thing you want to do is get back into this and then give it all back. So that one's hitting the air out to center field. In on it comes Correz, and she puts it away. The sure-handed center fielder, Mia Correz, and that will retire the side. We are through 5. Blackhawks trail this one 11-5. Top of the 6th inning. Blackhawks have made a game of this. They were down 11-0 after 2.5 innings. They have crawled back into it a bit. It's 11-5 now, top of the 6th inning. Alyssa Perkins with 2 2/3 of scoreless pitching here so far. She will face 6, 7, 8 in the Oswego East lineup. That's Maddie Greenwood, And then I believe Ronnie Croft and Madison Lake. We'll see who the hitters are, but that's who batted in those positions last time. Greenwood 2 for 3, three runs knocked in. She grounded out her last time up. That one is grounded. I thought that hit the batter. Throw on to first, and the runner is safe. That looked like it hit Greenwood coming out of the box, but fielded cleanly by the catcher, Deani Rivera. She made a strong throw down to first, but Greenwood able to beat that out for an infield single.
Yeah, it looked kind of funky to me, too. I don't know if it bounced off the plate or if it really just stuck onto the dirt there, but it looked like it must have happened that time.
It may have just hit the plate and just deadened when it hit the plate because it looked like it bounced and just stopped. So that is Lauren Salerno back up. She lays down the bunt, and we have a put out there. Throw back into second, and Greenwood is in safely as Salerno is back in. She lays down the sacrifice, 2-3. So runner at second, one out. And that's kind of what I thought would happen as West crawled back into this one a little bit. Oswego East kind of get their starters back in there a tad. As last at bat, Ronnie Kraft pinch hit. And then in this spot in the batting order last time, it was Madison Lake. We'll see who it is now. I can't see the number standing right with the Oswego head coach and the home plate umpire. I assume she'll turn around so we can get a number.
Aaron, you spoke a little bit about staying competitive in the game, and I think if you're coaching West Aurora, I think it's not an ideal performance from the starter, but I think the response from West Aurora, I think that's what you want, to stay in the game and not just bow down 11-0. I think you want to see what you can do and what you can prove, how you can match up with the other team.
Well, you heard the coach. I don't know if you could hear him, but I could hear the coaching staff in between innings saying things like, let's put together your best at bat this inning, and things of that nature. And, let's play good defense this half inning and just keeping your head in the game. It's hard to keep your head in the game when you're losing by 11, but if you can do that and you can battle back, all of a sudden you look up and it's 11-5 in the sixth. And you got an outside shot at this if you can continue to play like you had. So it looks like we're going to have some sort of discussion here. I think that's number 10, Madison Lake, who pinch hit last time. She's still up there. Not sure what the discussion is here. But there is a bit of a delay.
Yeah, I don't think I could imagine it being on the last play. I mean, I know it was a close call.
Well, no, because it's the Oswego East coach talking to the umpires, so I'm not sure entirely what the situation is. We need to get these umpires mic'd up. That's what we need to do. At any rate, Madison Lake will be stepping in here for Oswego East with a runner at second and one out. Lake pinch hit for Hannah King last at bat. She struck out in the fourth. She comes up with a runner at second, one out, takes that pitch upstairs for a ball. The runner at second is Maddie Greenwood. She singled and was sacrificed to second by Lauren Salerno. It's top of the sixth inning. Blackhawks trail by 6. This was an 11-0 game at one point. That one's grounded back to Perkins over to first for the putout, and Greenwood will go down to third. So what feels like the same situation we've had in just about every inning. Oswego East has a runner at third with 2 outs. And you got an important at bat here an important out here for the pitcher, Alyssa Perkins, as she faces May Pasqualini, who's got 3 hits in this one already. So the number 9 hitter, 3 for 3. Another run at third with 2 away in an inning as the Blackhawks continue to try to keep Oswego East at 11 and not let this 6-run lead balloon back up to 8 or 9 runs. 1-0. That one's grounded foul into the Blackhawk dugout, 1-1.
Yeah, Aaron, you said the 9-hole hitter went 3 for 3. I feel like that's nothing that you want to face at all.
Yeah, and what makes it even more difficult is Mia Corez, the leadoff hitter, as that breaking pitch misses upstairs for a ball, 2-1. The leadoff hitter, Mia Corez, has 2 hits of her own, including a double and a home run. So you don't want to be careful when you're pitching to the number 9 hitter because you don't want to walk them and put them on base for Mia Corres. But when they're 3 for 3, you need to be careful because she's proven that she can do damage as well. That one's fouled off the backstop, 2-2. See if Alyssa busts out that off-speed pitch here like she did last inning with 2 strikes and the runner at third when Morgan Robertson was up. Struck her out with that off-speed pitch. Let's see if she tries it here. She does. That one's popped up on the infield. And a catch going to be made there by Deani Rivera, and that will retire the side. So another shutout inning thrown by Alyssa Perkins. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Blackhawks still in this one. It's 11-5. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. Blackhawks trail this one 11-5, 5-6-7 to face Emma Salas here in the 6th. That's Perkins, Archer, and Deani Rivera. Pitch to Perkins is grounded foul. I would have had that if the fence wasn't there, by the way. I would have scooped that barehanded.
You and your soft hands, of course.
That's right. I'm known for my soft hands. Actually, yeah, I'm pleased that there's a fence there. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, to bail this out many times today.
Yeah. Alyssa 1 for 2. She singled last inning, hits this one on a line over our head.
I think I just got a haircut.
1 and 2, yeah. Alyssa's testing us over here down the left field line.
We're ready for the next one.
She just needs to straighten that one out a bit. She got ahead of that 0-1 pitch behind in the count now 0-2. That one's upstairs for a ball, stays alive, 1-2. The 1-2 to Perkins, who's really just done a fantastic job for West Aurora here. She hits that one on a line out to center field right at Mia Corres. Blackhawks got to hit the ball at somebody else as she has been sure-handed out there in center field. She's made 3 or 4 putouts out there and all with relative ease as Alyssa hit that one on the button. But Corres able to put that one away for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. And Sarah Archer steps in. Sarah's had 2 of the best at-bats of the game for the Blackhawks. She had an RBI double her last time up, but back in the 2nd, she missed a home run down the left field line by about 3 feet and then hit a hard, loud line out to left field. So she's put together 2 really good at-bats in this one so far. That pitch is away for a ball.
Yeah, similar to Perkins. We'll see if she gets any closer to a home run here. I mean, Salas, this is the 2nd time we've seen her.
Pops that one straight back. Archer does. 1-1 now the count. In the on-deck circle is Deani Rivera, the catcher. She's 0 for 2 today. Blackhawks trail this one 11-5. It was 11-0. She hits that one on the ground into left field for a base hit. So 2 hits here for Sarah this afternoon and a very loud out. So good game for the third baseman, the number 6 hitter, Sarah Archer, and that will bring up the catcher, Deani Rivera. Deani's 0 for 2, couple of ground outs. First time up, she was robbed of a base hit by the shortstop, May Pasqualini, who's had just a fantastic game, both offensively and defensively for Oswego East. But West, again, that first batter is out. Second batter of the inning gets a base hit. That's the fourth inning in a row that they've done that. So we'll see if they can score some runs in this one. It's grounded foul. Deani's had a nice game behind the plate. She made some good, hard, accurate throws down there. Pops that one up. Is that going to get over the head of the outfielders? No, the catch is made again by Pasqualini, and she's going to double up Sarah Archer at first, and that will retire the side. So once again, the shortstop, May Pasqualini, doing a fantastic job for Oswego East here as she fields a couple of plays, doubles off Sarah Archer at first to end the sixth inning. We head to the seventh. Blackhawks trail 11-5. All right, top of the seventh inning. Blackhawks trail this one 11-5. I believe we have a new right fielder. I think Kylie Blaha is out there in right field now. On the mound, Alyssa Perkins will face 1, 2, 3. Mia Corres, Gracie Vlach, and Morgan Robertson, as that pitch is low for a ball. And Alyssa Perkins, again, has done a fantastic job for the Blackhawks. 3 2/3 of scoreless relief here, allowing the offense to work back into it a little bit. They're able to cut an 11-0 lead to 11-5 as Corres is ahead in the count 2-0. Mia 2 for 4 on the afternoon, doubled and scored to lead off the game back in the first, hit a 2-run home run to left in the second, a couple of ground outs to Sarah Archer since that point as she swings through that one for a strike, 2-1. Pitch catches the corner, 2-2. Continues to be very breezy here at West Aurora High School. That one's grounded to third, fielded by Sarah Archer across the diamond, 1 away. So 3 straight groundouts to third by Mia Corres. She may want to try somebody else, as Sarah Archer has been sure-handed down there at the hot corner. 1 away here in the seventh.
Everyone's just flashing the leather today.
It's been a very, especially in the infield. The infield defense has been very, very good for both teams. Stepping in now, the second baseman, Gracie Vlach, and she's been a problem. 4 hits this afternoon. Off-speed pitch is low. 4 singles, 3 runs scored, 2 stolen bases for the second baseman for the Wolves. Bunted foul just out of the reach of Deani Rivera back there behind the plate. She tried to make a lunging grab at that foul ball, but it falls harmlessly to the ground at 1-1. That pitch is in there for a strike. 1-2 now. Two and one. And they called that a ball. I thought they called that a strike.
I thought so too.
Thought he threw that strike hand up. That one's grounded to Riley at short. On to first. 2 away. So 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th. Again, infield defense by both teams has been very, very good this afternoon. 2 up, 2 down in the 7th. And the number 3 hitter, Morgan Robertson, steps in. Morgan's 2 for 4. With a single and an RBI in the first. She doubled in the third. She struck out her last time up. So Blackhawks looking for their first 1-2-3 inning of the game. If Perkins can put down Robertson here in the 7th. That one misses for a ball. Perkins fires that one. That one's also outside for a ball. When he puts his arm out like that, I think he's calling a strike, when in reality he's calling the ball outside.
Yeah.
So I see what he's doing. It's just confusing me. Because normally when that umpire throws that left arm out like that, is that one's grounded to third, fielded nicely by Archer, over to first, and that will retire the side. And that is first 1-2-3 inning of the game for Blackhawk pitching. We head to the stretch. Blackhawks have some work to do. They trail 11-5. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Blackhawks are running out of outs here a little bit. They were able to cut into this lead with 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, but have been shut down in the 5th and the 6th. They trail 11-5, and they will send up 8, 9, and 1. Ionica Rivera, Mia Malchak, and Sarah Tarr against Emma Salas, who has settled down nicely if you're a Oswego East fan after giving up 2 in the 2 in the 3rd and 3 in the 4th. First pitch to Rivera is low for a ball. Ionica singled and scored ahead of the home run by Mia Malchak in the 3rd and hit a fly ball out to right that bounced off the glove of the right fielder, Maddie Greenwood, and allowed 2 runs to score. The last 2 runs that the Blackhawks scored back in the 4th. That one's hit to 3rd. More good infield defense. 5-3 put out, 1 away. Kenzie Gatz with the accurate throw across the diamond, and Malchak will step in. Mia 1 for 2. Flew out her last time up, but back in the 3rd inning, hit a long home run to left field, just over the left field fair pole. First 2 runs of the game for the Blackhawks. Looking to get something going here with 1 out in the 7th. Blackhawks trail by 6. Not wasting any time, swings at the first pitch. And that catch is made by Robertson down there at first base. 2 away here, bottom of the 7th. Sarah Tarr steps in now. Sarah 0 for 3. Top of the order. She flew out in the 1st, popped out in the 3rd and 5th. Looking for a little 2-out magic here in the 7th inning. Blackhawks need some base runners. And I'll tell you, Jesus, even if the Blackhawks end up losing this game, the way this thing started, I didn't think we would still be playing softball today, to be honest with you, with the way the things went through the first couple of innings. So credit to the Blackhawks coaching staff, and specifically the girls out there for not giving up, continuing to battle, and making a game out of this.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. It shows the character that the squad has, and
Yep.
I think going forward they can learn from this going on through the season.
Tar hits that one out to left. That's going to get down for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Sarah Tar, her first hit of the game. It's the 8th hit of the game for the Blackhawks, and that will bring up Kira Hayton. Kira 1 for 3. She singled her last time up in the 5th. If Kira reaches Riley Mont, we get another chance to hit with runners on base. Let's see what Kira can do here with a runner at first in Sarah Tar. 2 outs in the 7th. Blackhawks trail by 6. Pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. One-0 pitch is upstairs for a ball. 1-1. I got to wait to see which way the umpire points before I know whether or not he's calling it a ball or a strike. And he pointed skyward there. So that is a ball. 1-1. Runner takes off for second. Tar is going to be safe at second with the stolen base. So, I mean, that's aggressive right there. Your team down by 6 at first base. You take that extra base, get yourself into scoring position, and now a base hit potentially brings in a run. So very, very aggressive base running by the Blackhawks here, down by 6, 2-1 the count on Hayton. Pitch is outside for a ball. 3-1. Again, if Hayton is able to reach Riley Mont, we'd get another chance to hit here for the Blackhawks. Squares to bunt. That one's in there for a strike. Count goes full.
And even with the 2 outs, you got to love how West is still staying aggressive, still trying to get those runners across, not dying.
Yeah. Again, it's just putting together good at-bats and building good habits. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will retire the side. So the Blackhawks strand a runner at second. We will... Well, that's going to do it. That is the end of the game. It is a 7-inning game. I thought we were going 9 here, but that is it. So the Blackhawks dropped this one 11-5. And again, Jesus, Blackhawks saw, they were down 11-0 before they took their at-bats in the 3rd inning. And I didn't think this game was going to go the distance. I really didn't. But they battled back, got a very, very good relief outing from Alyssa Perkins, who went 3 2/3 of shutout baseball. Offense showed a little bit of life in the 3rd and the 4th. They just got a little too far down and were not able to recover. So it's our first softball game. I had fun. What about you?
It was great. It was awesome. It was awesome seeing the versatility of Perkins, and I think Bedwell and the rest of the women here will bounce back perfectly.
Yeah, now they got to run their laps after losing, so that's the way it is. So once again, your final score here from West Aurora is Oswego East 11, your Blackhawks 5. Jesus and I will be back in action on Thursday as boys baseball. First pitch scheduled for 4:30, assuming the weather cooperates. So again, Blackhawks dropped this one 11-5. They dropped to 3-4 on the season. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night, everybody.